Let's make sure today's episode number's actually right. Episode 7 today of Season 3. Right, here we go. We played one match since the last episode, and today it's time for 2 big games. No. I bluffed you there. In as many games, we've had now 2 board meetings. The second one is about to take place. Ready? Okay, we're not happy with your current performance. Injuries maybe you can look at. Squad isn't that bad. I'm only going to be honest, really. If you sack me, the fans won't be happy. Maybe the wrong response. We failed, everyone. Oh, dear. We've been sacked from Hednesford Town. Party company, rather. And our assistant manager has followed me out the club. And I suppose that's interesting. Let's have a look at our time at Hednesford Town. I didn't intend to get sacked, obviously. But it just got so bad. I mean, we were last in the league. And let's just have a review of our time at Hednesford in today's episode. So actually, we lost 2-0 in the last game. And as you can see, let's take out all the nonsense cup and all that sort of stuff. If we just have a look, it doesn't really help if you don't pick anything. That's why. All competitions. So if we just ignore all the cup games first off. Our last win in the league was against Darlington. Now we've gone on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games without winning. 1 point off the last 6, 4 points off the last 7, and in fact in the last 10, that's only 5 points out of the last 10 games. So completely understandable, I guess, from the board. But I don't really know where our downfall was. Was it the summer we had? You know, you can see this year, the summer wasn't that brilliant. You know, we re-signed Skephorn and we bought a few players in, but nothing inspiring. Whereas the summer before, we've bought a lot of key players in that have played kind of like in the future. So, like Macaulay Davies came in, you know, he's been successful at the club. Mo Adams been successful at the club. Matt Bauer, Sam Carter, these sort of players have been good for the club. And the first season as well, you know, bringing Skephorn in, that was a fantastic transfer, of course, we made. In his 87 games he played for us, 32 goals. Of course, Gareth Seddon didn't work, maybe. But we bought Jake Llewellyn, who played for that one season for us. So as Nat Jarvis, who really came in well. Unfortunately, he's left now. But as you can see, we signed a lot of players who perform well. I mean, even Chris Forsey, who hasn't done too brilliantly for us. But in our first season especially, he scored 5 goals in those 15 appearances he played for us. So I think the transfers got worse season after season, to be honest with you. So let's have a quick look back to where the season started. Now, this is nostalgia, really. Let's just knock off... let's just put the regional divisions on. There we go. So obviously the biggest game I remember is that game against Stafford Rangers. I mean, we were 3-2 down, and then Danny Glover got us 2 goals to win that game. But as you can see in the Evo stick, we did really well, to be honest. And if we can pull the table up, of course, if you remember rightly, we did only just get into the playoff places. But we beat Shore Lane to win that. And as you can see, 86 goals scored in that season, 68 conceded. And I think last season really was the one that was the closest for us. Because as you can see, we finished 10th in the end. Now, that was a bit of a fall from grace, as you can see. Telford got playoffs in 6th, but we were really close. Now, we only lost 14 games that season, an amount that we're closing in on already this season, which isn't too fantastic. But it's been a real shame, you know. I'm gutted to leave Hednesford, and I really don't know what we're going to do next on the channel. I mean, it's the first week of the new schedule, isn't it? The new schedule. And I haven't got a clue what to do, because we've lost this job. And as well, the Southampton Challenge, we lost our job there as well. Oh dear, it's going well. But typical FM. Is there any way? I know we already quite went for the Walsall job, but I don't think really this is the sort of series we want to carry on, because this series was getting Hednesford to League 2. Not really anything else. And if we look at the management jobs there, the only one perhaps would be Telford, maybe, a local team. But then again, you know, they haven't really got the potential either. I mean, there's Chasetown all the way down there. Basingstoke as well. Well, they're not local at all. But I don't think we'd get any of these jobs, and none of them are really too flattable, if you like. Not flattable? What's the word? Attractive, that's the one. But in our time at Hednesford, as you can see, we earned £71,000, you know, pretty good. Bought 23 players, sold 5, Won 54 of our games, 43 win percentage. Just a shame, really, now that the players have gone. Adversary, apparently, our relationship is with Nat Jarvis. Not very good at all. Sam Ogie, where did he go? Apparently, our relationship with Mourinho is distant. That's interesting. But Ogie hasn't played a game since he left us. Danny Glover's at Barwell. That's nice to see. Seddon's retired. Very close relationship with the likes of Ben Crosby. So as you can see, we didn't lose the dressing room. That's the important thing to think. We didn't lose the dressing room whatsoever. Because a lot of our players, I'm going to say there's 7 of them down here. We've got very close relationships with us. And there's none of the players at Hednesford that had really bad relationships with us. I don't quite know who William Hilton is. Never heard of him. But Alfie Crooks we fell out with. We fell out with Billy Jones in the end. He was actually retired. James Wren we fell out with. But really, we didn't fall out with too many players. So that's good. But it's a real shame. You know, the Hednesford series is over. It's been quite a short one. That's going to probably make a hint. But I don't really know what to say now. I don't know what we should do. It's a tricky one. Let me know down in the comments what you think we ought to do. Do we make the Portsmouth save the save that we do sort of permanently every day, really, now? And we've got these loaded save games. I don't really care about anything else. But as you can see, we've got the Hednesford save, which really is going to be ending now. We've got the Portsmouth save, which I'm doing. And then there's the Liverpool save, which is the stream save. And then, of course, there's Leipzig, who we haven't played for a while. So the trouble is, I don't really want to keep starting saves and keep starting saves. So your options are really, I'm not going to delete this save. I'm going to keep it how it is. We can either sort of stay in this save and build ourselves up again, which probably isn't my preferred option. But if you guys want me to do it, I can do it. Make the Portsmouth save the permanent save. Make the Portsmouth save the permanent save, but bring Leipzig back, meaning that kind of like Leipzig will take the Portsmouth space. That makes sense. Or even the Liverpool save becomes not the permanent save, but the save on the 2 days. And maybe we just sort of, I'm trying to think now, maybe the Leipzig save is a stream save. Or we just start a completely different save. Just leave your thoughts down in the comments, really. But we've lost our job at Hednesford Town. It's really gutting, you know. This save was meant to work. And we got a promotion. You know, we nearly got 2. But I don't think it'd have worked into League 2. And the last few episodes, you could see that it was going awry. So that's really unfortunate. But the road to League 2 has finished. And I haven't got much more to say. But let me know in the comments what you think I ought to do with this series. And what should replace it, more importantly. But anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you all so much for your support during this series. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end. But it's been a good time, I guess. Anyway, I've been TIJ. Thank you all so much for watching this series. And I'll see you guys on the other side. Goodbye.